we'll discuss about offenses. What is offenses? What we can do with the offenses? Okay, let's go to the offenses. So here we have offenses. So whenever any suspicious activity is being detected by our QRadar, okay. So what they will do, they will generate certain offenses. Offenses are nothing but alerts. Okay, in our Splunk we saw alerts. Whenever the alerts is generated, that means any suspicious activity is being done. Then only the alerts is being generated. Okay, so here we don't have alerts. In place of alerts, we call it as offenses. So what does the curator do? What is offenses? How it can identify? Let's discuss about that. So an offense is nothing but a security event we can say, or any incident we can say, which is generated by our curator when it detects a pattern of suspicious behavior or any potential threat in your network, in your organization. So then the offense is generated. Okay, so think it of an offense as a red flag that indicates something abnormal is happening, which required your attention. So whenever the offense is generated, we need to take immediate action. Offenses are nothing but central to your career functionality because they they are the alerts. Security analysts need to check those events. Okay, need to do the investigation on that. So how does the offense work? How it can generate offense? So curator continuously collect the logs and analyze those logs, whether it is a network log or any event log from various resources of your IT environment, such as firewall, servers, IDS, IPS, and many more. Okay, so it applies correlation rules to those data points to detect any patterns or any activity that might indicate security threats. Okay, so how does it will work? How we can easily understand that? First, whenever the log is collected, okay, so QRadar will aggregate that log data or network data information from different resources of your organization. Then the correlations rule will be applied. Curator will uses the predefined rule or our own custom rules which we has given to analyze the data for what, for any suspicious pattern. So these rules are based on behaviors that might indicate that there is a certain potential threat is there. Okay, what it can be multiple login attempts, it can be, as you can see, multiple exploit by malware. Okay, those are multiple of offenses we have. So then triggering of offense occurs. So Kiradar will detect those detects with that a specific rule and it's been triggered. Okay, with the help of those, it it will generate an offense. So this offense is can be prioritized based on the factors. What are the factors we have? We have severity, we have relevance, we have credibility. It also has the feature of aggregating that. Okay, so offenses often group into a multiple relevant events, or it can be a flow into one, making it easier for analysts to review what kind of activity has been performed on that. So this aggregation will help us to reduce the noise and allow analysts to focus on a larger incident rather than the individual. So for example, we are getting from multiple destination IPs login failure attempt. Okay, so there are multiple destination IPs are there. So for each logs, like 100, 200, 300 login attempts are happening. So if we view here individually, it's not possible. So there are a lot of flooded with the offenses that are similar but not aggregated. So it will make us very hard for to understand what kind of activity is being performed. We are not able to, look for the particular source, what are the source we have, what kind of activities is having on those particular device. So with the help of aggregation, whatever the relevant offenses are there, it will aggregate that and it will show it in a single event. So let's discuss what we can understand with this offense. So once we open the offense, what we need to see the source type from where the offense is generated. For us, we have the destination IP. So there is certain offense happening on this particular destination IP. Offense type is on the destination. This is our root cause, we can say. What is the root cause from where that particular device is there, where the attack is happening. So the offense type is on the destination IP. They are trying to attack on our destination IP. So how many events are generated for this offense? Here we can see 33 events are there. So this indicates where the suspicious activities originated, such as it can be source IP, destination IP. All those information will be available on these 33 events. Okay, and they can categorize into different categories, which category they belongs to, when they started, how old this log offense are. Okay, you can assign to anyone. Right now we don't have any other user than admin, so we can assign to anyone. So I've assigned to myself only. You can click on it, you can assign to other people as well if you have any other. Right now we don't have, just you will be seeing multiple users here. Okay, all the stock analyst information will be available here. You can assign to anyone, whatever, whomever you want, then click on save. It will be gone. So next we have event description. Okay, event detail we can say. So for each offense there indicates the detail of that event, that why it is triggered. Okay, what kind of activities is performed, whether it can be login failure, whether it can be abnormal traffic, data exfiltration, spot scripting. Okay, all those things we can identify with the help of description. You just need to read and find out what kind of attack it is. So here we have firewall has detected that multiple exploit or malware type of targeting a single destination IP containing HTTP GET request. Okay, so they are trying to uh, attack on our HTTP GET response post. Okay, based on that. So who are there? What are the source IPs who's trying to perform on this uh, our destination IP? So these are the source IPs we have. Okay, this there are 6 source IPs who's trying to perform this kind of attack on our destination IP. Okay, we can see our destination IP as well, and any which network is got connected. We can see that offense detail. We can see we don't have any other detail than destination IP. Okay, so based on the destination IP, this attack is happened. So here we can see that only. So then we have how many type of offenses happening on this particular destination IP. There are 2 type of offenses is happening on this particular destination IP. Okay, so we can check the severity. Okay, so QRadar will assign the severity to this offense, which will help us to analyze the prioritization of the response. Okay, based on the severity, we can determine, okay, how much the potential impact will be there, what kind of threat it will be there. Okay, how can be credible to it. Okay, all those details we can identify with this. Okay, so we already discussed about this thing, 3 thing. I believe you all know that. So last 5 nodes. Okay, 5 nodes are nothing but, for example, we have been assigned multiple users to this offense. Okay, So morning team or evening team, night team. Okay, all those shifts are there. My shift is about to end. Okay, there are two more people who's been assigned on this offense. By this, we can understand who are those. So now I have done till here. Okay, this is on the offense till I have investigated. So what I can do after ending my shift, the other guy will come and continue from where I have stopped. So I can add the note that till here I have done this. I came to know that there are some multiple exploit is been happening on our destination IP, and there are multiple source IPs who's performing that. Just give me 1 second. Sorry about that, guys. So here we can add the note, whatever we did the investigation, and the next guy will log in and come to this offense, and he will read that note. Okay, this guy has done till here. I can continue from here. So he will go down and he will check what are the things are there. Okay. So last five search is nothing but what you are searching. Based on that, it will display you that. Now here you have the top five source IPs. Whatever the source IPs you have, you need to check here. Okay. So all are the source IPs available here. I can identify from this. You can go to the virus total and check their what we can say activity. For example, you want to check what kind of attacks they've been performing previously. So just copy this IP address, go to virus total, and paste this IP. Okay, so there are plenty of security vendors are there. This is one of the threat intelligence, we can say free threat intelligence. We can identify what kind of activity this IP address is performing previously. Okay, so these are the vendors we have. Okay, so unrated means they didn't scan it yet. Okay, these are the IPs which is generated by our custom logs. Okay, these are the logs which has been generated with the help of certain script. Okay, so they are not getting any scan. Some of them will get. Okay, if one of two is not getting, you just copy the other and check. Let's copy this other. So you will see the score here. Okay, if any suspicious activity is being done, here it will display. Okay, in the details I can also, you can see from where all this information coming. Okay, what kind of, IP it belongs to, whom it belongs to, all the information we can identify. Okay, if there is any abnormal, okay, any suspicious activity they have done, under the detection it will show you what kind of suspicious activity has been done. I think I have one of the IP. I think to one of my friends which I have generated a report for him. So this is the IP, I believe. Let me see once. You know, let's check this IP. Where you can see some suspicious activity has been performed. So what was happening here? So previously they've been trying to check with the help of port scanning or any suspicious activity. Okay, they've been doing. So these are the vendors are there. Okay, who's been performing. So with the help of this vendor, they have scanned security vendor, and they detected this IP was abusing. Okay, they are performing some malicious activities. Okay, they are selling certain malware. So these are the vendor which has scanned and listed as, you know critical. So the score is 3 only. So that means this IP is not that harmful. If it is like 80, 90, that means those IPs are very strong. They are the professional hackers. We need to take immediate action. Okay, in the community, you can see who have given this report. Okay, so all these reports, you can also add certain IPs and command about them. Let the community know about this IP so that they can protect their organization based on what kind of attack they have performed. All the details you can share with the others. Okay, these are the free security vendors are there who's been scanning. There are plenty of vendors will be there like Max Total. Okay, uh, we have IBM-QRADAR also, X Factor. There are plenty of them. So in this way, you need to check what kind of activity this IP is performing. Okay, based on that, what attack they have done previously. So this is how you need to look. So the next important thing is here. Okay, we don't have any destination IP, no. So I will show you that later on. So here you can see the information about from where this log is generated. PA series is nothing but our Palo Alto firewall. Okay, here it displays the firewall. So firewall is nothing but PA series means whenever you see log source of PA series, that is our firewall IP addresses. Okay, so firewall log. Sorry, what are the categories these belong to, all the information you can see. So last 10 events are nothing but our evidence of that attack. If this is one of the attack you got and you came to know that this attack is not true positive, you need to raise a ticket, you need to have the evidence. Where you can get that, all the information you can gather from here. Okay, so let's understand the importance of understanding your offense first. Okay, so this is one of the important thing you need to do. So whenever any offense happen, what you can do, you can do certain quick response to those threat. It will help you to reduce the false positive alerts. Okay, with the help of that you can easily understand. So offenses will help QRadar to quickly identify and respond to a potential threat by understanding our offense detail. Okay, by the understanding of this offense detail, we can directly understand what kind of activity has performed. Okay, we can take the measurements. Okay, for quick actions. Okay, on the situation and take appropriate steps to contain or mitigate this kind of offense. So whenever the offense is generated, when it's generated, the detection method will be done. Okay, investigation method will be done. So offenses are nothing but the starting point of those threat investigation. Okay, they provide insight into any suspicious activity, allowing analysts to track the root cause of the security issue. Okay, at the beginning stage only you can find out this attack is happening, then you can take quick response on those offenses, then you can quickly take the precautions so that your organization will not be compromised. Next we have efficient workflow. Okay, with the help of this the workflow will be quickly. Okay, so you can prioritize your offenses. That helps SOC team to work more efficiently. Okay, as I told you, you can assign to particular users. Whenever this offense is generated, you can assign to XYZ users. Nowadays, companies what they are looking for, they are looking for a particular person who's working on this particular offenses, like network offenses. They need to have those kind of people only. They need to work on Palo Alto firewall only. They don't want any other firewall. If they work on FortiGate, any other world firewalls, they don't want. They want only the firewall because the organization has implemented the firewall. Why they need the FortiGate big guy? If they don't know FortiGate, if they don't know firewall, they will not hire you. There will be certain requirements will be there whenever you're going to apply, and under the requirement they will give you all the details about that. So this kind of things is happening. Why? Because the workload is very high, they can't distribute the workload to everyone, so they will gather the people who is skill at the particular set skill set. skill set. So they're gonna assign those proper appropriate workload on them. So with the help of this workflow, what you can do, uh, what we can say, instead of being overwhelmed by numerous individual alerts, curator can group that. Okay, they can group this. Okay, they can group these all the relevant events. Okay, and then this investigation make it faster and more manageable. Whenever they group, they will group in this way. Highest magnitude will be on top. If you see here, I have the highest magnitude of 3. If I go down, the lowest will be at the bottom. So you can prioritize in this way also. So the highest, the critical one will be shown you on top. So with the help of this, you can reduce the false positive as well. Okay. So whenever these kind of offenses happen, it also helps you to filter out the noise in your network. When analysts understand the offenses with the help of correlations rule, it can customize them. Okay, and they can fine tune out QRadar to reduce the false positive, improving overall accuracy of your threat detections. Okay, with the help of this you can improve your security posture as well. Okay, if you efficiently managing your offenses, okay, organization can enhance their security posture by that, because they are reducing a lot of false positive alerts. So mostly we will focus on true positive, we don't need to focus on false positive. So you can proactively respond to certain offense that helps you to prevent from incidents from escalating into a serious breach. Okay, so this is how you need to do that. So these are all these things. Then next, let's assume you got this alert. Now what you need to do, you need to create certain report to your customer. You need to give them information. This, there are certain alerts are there, there are certain offenses are there. Is it from your organization? These users are from your organization. So what we need to do, we need to create certain report to them, and then we need to submit them. So let's understand this one. Let's try to create the report on this one. So we got this log, HTTP GET request we got it, and they are going to this particular location on our website, etc password. They are trying to access this information. Here you will see all the customer details. Okay, what kind of usernames are there, all the information will be located in this location in your website. Whenever you go to your certain website, under that, if you type this IP address, like I have website called test at the rate gmail, let's give it as test.com. Okay, so it's a e-commerce website I have. So what they I will do, I will create a certain product in that. I can generate some traffic with the help of that website. So whenever the traffic came into this on my website and they choose certain product, now they want to buy. So what they will do, they will create the user account first. So whenever the user account is created, where this information is stored, the information will be stored here in this particular location. So this is the location where the attacker is trying to gain the access. He's trying to give the access like test.com/etc/password. Okay. If I have some vulnerabilities, he will be able to access that page. Under that, there all the information will be available for my employee. So they're gonna add some cross scripting method, or they're gonna inject some SQL injections. Okay, they're gonna do a lot of performance. Okay, lot of type of cross scripting method to access that particular information with the help of my website. So this information, that's what it is saying here. So who is performing this? This IP is performing on this particular information. So here we got this log. So this is the log. So this is nothing but the log which is generated by our, what we can say, QRadar. Then we have the information here about that log. What kind of information we can gather? Let's try to understand. So first we have the timestamp. Okay, this is nothing but the timestamp from the original event, date and time we can see. Okay, second we got this another time. What is this? This is likely to show the additional date and time details. Okay, possibly we can say when event is logged on or when it occurred, all that information we can see. Then we have this id. Okay, this is nothing but a unique identifier for this log. Then what kind of thread it is? Okay, what kind of thread it is? It can classification of those event type. We have this information. Okay, so vulnerability we have. So this is one of the threat category we have. Okay, so possible we can say this might be the uh, severity or the id code for this one. Okay, then we have the timestamp when this what we can say uh, specific thread activity is performed based on the time which is generated. Then we have the source IP. This is nothing but the source IP, which is starting from 165. As you can see here, you have the source IP as well. Okay, which is starting from here. Then you have the destination IP beside that. Okay, then you have IP version 6, okay, 0.0, or it can be any post NAT source, post destination NAT source. Okay, these are that only. Now we can see the inbound link. Okay, what kind of inbound it is. So in inbound, it will show you the type of traffic involved in this event. Okay, what kind of type of traffic is involved. So here we can see web browsing. Okay, web browsing is nothing but this lead to the application type. Okay, what kind of application they are using or what kind of service they have. So for us it is a they are performing on our website, so that is why we are getting this web browsing. So VSS1 is nothing but it can be what we can say virtual system where this event is occur. Okay, it can be that. Okay, so we have trusted, untrusted. Okay, so trusted and untrusted are nothing but source and destination zone of those. Okay, where it got connected. Okay, network interface associated with this network flows, all those information we have. Then we have uh, QRadar logs. So this is nothing but log source. Log source or system identifier for QRadar we can say, for QRadar to understand from where this log is generating. And then we have another timestamp. Okay, possible for when this log is occurred. Based on that, then again we have unique id, event id for this one. One can be, it can be number of attempts for this occurrence we can say one. Okay, whenever this one is happened, that means this is nothing but how many times this event is occurred. Now this is nothing but our ports. Okay, this is our source port. Okay, and this is our destination port. These are the two ports we have. Okay, so 8 is nothing but typically we use for http only. Then we have post, source post. Okay, this is that only. Let so post source port. Okay, these are that one. Then what type of interface we are using? Okay, UDP, oh sorry, TCP we are using. Now next report is important. This is very important. All drop all packets. Drop all packets means the action uh, taken by our system here, all the packets is being dropped. Okay, it's trying to access that information, but our firewall is dropping that packet. Okay, it's not able to gather the information. For example, I'm trying to send you text on WhatsApp. Okay, but you have blocked me. So is it possible that text message will be received to you? Obviously no, because you have blocked it. You will not receive that. That is the same information it is saying here. The traffic has been blocked it here. Then we have HTTP get access setup. So this is nothing but what kind of description it is. Okay, description of that thread, which is indicating an HTTP request to get our this particular location slash etc, okay, to access or attempting to access this slash etc slash password file which contain signals or hacking attempts, you can say, for that. Then we have any is nothing but any target protocols or platforms, you can say. Then we have high. High is nothing but severity. Okay, the threat level severity, which is high. Then client to server. This is nothing but direction. Direction of what? Traffic direction, indicating that there is a request coming from the client toward the server. So the client is nothing but who is the client now? This is the client. Okay. Now who is the server? This is the server. So he is trying to access the information which is available under HTTPS get slash etc slash password file. Okay. So he is attempting, but the packets it's overall dropping. So this log entry can detail that there is an attempt on HTTP based on this attack where the attacker tried to access the file slash etc slash password file on this particular server using which protocol? TCP protocol, okay, TCP connection protocol, but the firewall detected this as a high severity level, okay, and there is certain vulnerabilities are there, certain response uh, is also done. What kind of response is done? Response is nothing but dropping this all the associate packet to block this attack. Okay, so these are the things are there. So firewall is detecting. Now how to create the report? So first you need to give what type of uh, threat it is, where it is happening. So for us it's on the destination IP. So let's say uh, threat entry. Okay, first you need to create the date, time, incident type. Then under that detail you need to give the information on this particular 16th, where is that, on the particular date June 16, 2010, on this particular time high level severity incident was detected involving in unauthorized and unauthorized attempt to access the sensitive files on our server. That the attempt was detected at the slash http etc slash etc slash pass file. Okay, commonly this attacked by some malicious factor. Okay, this is not from our organization, this is from the some suspicious actor, we can say. Okay, for exploitation purpose they are trying to do that. Then we need to give the log entry details, where what is the source IP you have, okay, what is the destination IP you have, okay, then what type of traffic you have. So the traffic type we have here inbound traffic type, okay, specifically on our browser it is happening. And interface we do need to take. Okay, the next step is what action it is doing, what kind of action our firewall is doing. Our action is nothing but dropping all the traffic. Okay, so which blocks all the traffic associated with this thread. So if we efficiently preventing the unauthorized access attempt from reaching to it target, we can say, with the help of this. Under that threat detection you need to give, okay, what you have detected in this thread. Okay, all those information you need to provide it to the customer. Okay, threatened information is nothing but this attack involves in what kind of attack? HTTP attempt to access the uh, get slash etc slash password, okay, file on this server. So you can give the information, you can write it, or you can just give the description, and under the description it give you all the information as well. But if you want to write in your better way to understand them, you can explain to them, because they are, those are not the security guys. Then you need to also give them some recommendations, okay, how you can mitigate that. So you need to give the IP blacklist. Okay, what is the source IP blacklist you need to give? Okay, what kind of firewall rules they need to implement. So ensure, like, you need to inform that. Ensure all the current firewall rules are optimized to detect and prevent from this similar attack. Okay, then any kind of user awareness they need to do for the training reminder, any reminder for the users who's performing this kind of task on this particular web server. So remind the user for the safe web browsing practices, highlight the importance of strong password security, okay, securing the data handling, all those information they need to give. They need to also give certain update on security patches, okay, let them confirm all that systems are updated with the latest security patches, enhancing especially on those related to a web server, because our attack on the web server for the web application vulnerabilities, we need to give them the information. So this is how you need to create the report. I think I have created one previously. Let me check. Yeah, here we have the report. So in this way we can create the report. On the previous class I have shown them. Okay, so this information, so I will share this on WhatsApp. I think this is the same IP. Yeah, that is the same IP. So you can go through that observation recommendations, what kind of recommendations you need to give. Okay, what kind of risks also I have give shown there. If the attack was successful, what kind of risks they might be leading to, all the information is there. I will share it on your WhatsApp group, so go through that as well. So this report you need to attach with the help of ServiceNow or any ticketing tools like Jira, then forward it to your customers, okay, from where this log is generating, from which particular location these logs are generated. So those logs, those file will be received by them. They will go through that. They will check all the information and they will try to implement those procedures so that this kind of attack will not happen. Okay. So this is what kind of this kind of work you need to perform on your organization based on that. So this is how you will read this whole log. Okay. So these are the rules which we used to detect this attack. As we say, with the help of correlations rules, it is detecting all those suspicious activity, malicious activity. But what kind of correlations rules? That attack pattern is matched, where you can look. So these are the rules uh, for the normalization, for all those things. These are the rules, and the match rule for the suspicious activities are this one. Okay, these are the this one. So this is how you can do it. If you want to create your own rule, like custom rules, you can do that as well. So simply go to your log activities. So here you will see create rules. I have created some rules, I think. QRadar is working slow. So these are the rules. These are your correlations rules. The rules which you have not created. It is created by your QRadar. Okay. So this is what we call correlations rule. Okay. But if you want to create your own custom rule, you can create that as well. Just simply go to here. What kind of event you need to create? Okay. What kind of offense? You can check that. For example, I want to create one of the offense. So let's look for particular source IP I'm looking for. Okay, whenever this source IP is coming, I need to block that. So when source IP is one of the following, so I'm gonna add that source IP. So let's add this source IP. So let's add 10.0.0.0. Okay, this is the source IP I'm looking for. Whenever this source IP is coming, I need to generate one offense. Okay, I'm gonna add then submit. Okay, this source IP is added. Then I will also look for source port. Okay, either following source IP or destination IP you can check, or from where this log is generated you can check. Here we have to know well the source IP is one of the following port. So what kind of port you are looking for? I'm looking for 22 port. Okay, I'm looking for RTP port 3389. Okay, I want to look for AP HTTP port. Okay, those are the ports you can add. It's up to you. Okay, then you have valid. You need to provide the name. So I'm gonna provide source src. Let's go IP and src. Let's go. Okay, I'm looking for this. You can give any name based on your offense which you are creating. I'm giving one simple name for myself. So if you have any payloads, okay, that payloads are nothing but any SQLK injections. Under that they have added certain payloads, what we can say patterns of that attack. Okay, with the help of that they are trying to exploit certain codes. If I have, we can add that also. You simply search for here payload. This is that only. So you can add this also. Okay, you can add your code here. Just add this string. I'm not gonna add. I'm gonna leave it that only. Then you can click next here. Okay, then it will give you the more information about the what kind of logs you want to look for, what kind of particular threshold you want to look for, like based on this repetition of this log, all the information you can provide in the next. Then you can finish it out. So once it's saved, these are the patterns of that particular attack I'm giving. Okay, so it will scan whenever my logs come. If it is matches with this pattern, it will generate the offense for me. So this is, we call it as a custom rule, and this is what we call it as a correlations rule, which is assigned by our QRadar. Predefined rule, and we are defining our own rule. Is it clear, guys? So next we're gonna discuss about in the upcoming session about log activities, how the threat hunting we can do. Okay, based on that. So that will be our last session for QRadar. Then we will go with the uh, cloud security. Any doubt, Salim, Mahesh?
Uh, we'll go through the videos and we'll get back to you if any.
All right, brother. So So I'm gonna share this report, go through that as well. Try to create for another offense in this similar way. Just go through the packets, how checking the information. Go through that. Try to create for the another report, because this work also you need to do on your work. Raising ticket tables, okay, creating reports, all this work you need to do. So practice on this as well. Okay. So see you tomorrow then. Thank you. Bye bye.